I'm Wright Brennan. This is the Lost in the Midlands podcast, sponsored by C. Wright Roofing. And today I'm here with a very special guest. He's a home improvement entrepreneur, a professional networker, flooring professional, owner of Floor Covering International here in the Midlands, Mr. Rob Greenlaw. Rob, thanks for hanging out, man.
Hey, my pleasure, Wright. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, it has been awesome watching your business grow. You guys are killing it out there, doing some amazing work. And but before we get into some of that stuff, I want to hear about kind of what's your journey to today? Like, kind of how did you get to here?
Yeah, great question. So my background was always in management. I worked for Target for many, many years. Actually started with them when I was in high school.
Wow.
And after college, went back and managed stores, worked at a headquarters out of Minneapolis, moved all over the country, and finally moved here to Columbia. And always wanted to run my own business.
Yeah.
It was always a passion of mine, a dream of mine. And as I moved around so much with Target, I did a ton of home improvement. So buy a new house. I tiled my own floors. I did backsplashes.
Yeah.
Finished my own basement. So I just enjoyed home improvement. And so when I decided I wanted to start my own company, I did a lot of research on home improvement franchises and found Floor Coverings International and felt they just had the best systems in place to be successful.
Yeah.
That's an important part of being a part of a franchise is having that support. And they just did a great job. And I attribute a lot of my success to them.
Yeah, no, it is an awesome organization, and y'all do have some an amazing kind of just style, the way that you service your customers. But I want to ask you about Target a little bit. I mean, somebody told me that if you can be in management at Target, you can pretty much conquer the world, do anything. Is that true? The talent level has got to be pretty high to manage a Target store.
Yeah, that's funny. I really enjoyed my time at Target. I really. They did a lot for me and my family over the years. It was not an easy job, for sure.
I bet it's a tough job.
Yeah, but anytime you're working with the public, I think you're going to run into some of those types of customers that are a little tougher. And, I think it helped me a lot in my business today to be able to deal with those types of situations and, keep it cool and, find a good resolution for everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right. Tell me a little bit about operations now. Kind of how do you have a couple people out helping you in the field?
So actually right now I run the back end of the business.
Yeah.
I have 3 other sales associates that are out in our mobile showrooms and running appointments. I still have a lot of relationships that I still service that I've built since I've been in business.
Yep.
But I have a great team of installers that don't need a lot of attention. They've been with me a long time. They understand our expectations.
Professionals.
Very, very professional. And when you're in somebody's home, you got to be professional.
Yeah. That's one of the things one of the differences between roofing and like a lot of other home improvement stuff is at least we're on the outside. We're not like bothering people walking by them and stuff. I know there's an additional challenge once you open the door.
Yeah, it takes a different person that can be comfortable in somebody else's home.
Yeah.
And I really, when I look for people, I want them to have that home improvement experience in-home sales experience, right? Because it is very different. You got to be able to make yourself comfortable, make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because it's a big deal. If you're reflooring your entire house, it's like moving.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely everything in that house has to be moved. And so you're dealing with people's furnitures and breakables and all those things. So you have to, treat it like it's yours.
Yeah. Yeah. That is the truth. This is Wright Brennan, the owner of C. Wright Roofing. When it comes to the maintenance of your roof, you want to know that you have an experienced team that knows what they're doing. And with 10 years in the business, we check all the boxes. Leaky roof, storm damage, or just overdue on maintenance, give us a call at 803-828-4181 for a free estimate. Again, that's 803-828-4181. And remember, our commitment is to roof it the right way. Well, tell me this. In y'all's mobile showroom, how many different types of floor? I mean, I've seen, kind of just like you open the doors, it's like a million different types of flooring. How many you got?
Yeah.
What's in there?
So there's over 3,000 individual samples in each one of our showrooms. Obviously, we don't bring in every single one. Don't want to overwhelm people, but we want to listen to our clients and be able to support whatever they're trying to do, whether it's they're looking for performance or style or they're on a budget. No matter what it is, we want to make sure we're listening and can show them the appropriate solutions for their experience or their situation.
How did COVID affect you guys? Did you survived the COVID storm pretty good? I mean, you were in people's houses. Y'all were obviously doing flooring.
Yeah, so COVID was very interesting. So at first, in the first 3 months, sales just pretty much tanked because I think everybody was scared and didn't know what to expect. And but then after that, people weren't going to work and they were in their houses and they weren't taking vacations. So they spend a lot of money in their homes and redecorating. And so after the first 3 months, COVID was incredible, which is sad, obviously with it being such a terrible thing. But yeah, it was definitely good for us in home improvement.
I think that, across the board, even roofing, people are looking at all parts of their houses that they weren't usually looking at. So tell me a little bit about like your leadership style. How do you, you had this experience at Target, you have this new team of people here with your own operation. How do you keep everybody pointed in the right direction?
I think it's important to be clear on what your vision is and what you're trying to accomplish. And then, really finding the right people that are going to support your vision. And so that's what I really look at. And to me, it's just like any other business. It's all about people.
Yeah.
If you hire and keep the right people and retain those people, it makes your life a lot easier. And you're going to be a lot more successful. And if you don't have the right people, it makes your life, not as fun. But I'm in a very fortunate position right now where I have a lot of great people on my staff.
You guys have an awesome team. What advice would you give to somebody who's thinking about getting into home improvement?
That's a great question. You got to be passionate about it. I love home improvement. I really enjoy doing a project with a client and then seeing their face when it's done and the satisfaction that they have, and it just gives you that satisfaction that wow, look what we created for this customer. So one is you definitely want to be passionate about it and love what you're doing. If you're not into it, then you're probably not going to enjoy it. It's very challenging, but I like challenges. I like coming up and, okay, we ran into a problem here. Let's figure out how do we fix this.
Yeah.
Because that's going to happen a lot in home improvement. When you start peeling back the onion on a project, you oftentimes find other issues, or whether it's moisture or
variables you can't plan for.
Exactly. So you've got to be able to pivot quickly, I would say.
Awesome advice. Did you always want to branch out? Like when you were at Target, were you dreaming down the road we're opening up?
Yeah. No, like I said, my dad ran his own businesses when I was a kid.
Okay. Inspiration was part.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, that always seemed like it was a lot of fun, again, if you had the right people.
Yeah.
And, working for yourself is very gratifying. But everything's on you. So when you're at Target, there's thousands of people there, and they each have their individual jobs that they have to do to support you as a store manager or whatever role you're in. But when you start your own business, it's all on you. Your HR, your accounting, your marketing, your finance, so it's definitely different. And to be able to juggle all that, I think takes a special person.
Absolutely. What stuff do you see coming down the pipeline? Are there any changes coming in the flooring world?
The technology in floorings come so far with all the luxury vinyl planks and the waterproof options you have nowadays, and then things have just gotten much more durable. You have carpets now that you can spill bleach on and it doesn't stain it. I mean,
wow.
a lot of the technology goes into how does the floor perform.
Yeah,
I don't see anything necessarily like a new product or anything in the future. But who knows?
The market will certainly change one way or the other, right? That's the change. We never know what's coming down.
Yeah, I mean, flooring, there's a design aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
It's not just a commodity, right? People want to like their flooring. They got to live on it. So we have to keep up with changes in colors and what people are interested in.
So what's y'all's service size? You guys going Lexington, Hopkins?
Yeah, so I service about any place within 50 miles of Columbia.
Okay.
So Orangeburg, we'll go to Camden. But we service Lexington, Chapin, Irmo, all of Columbia. Yeah.
Awesome. Where can we find you guys? How do we reach out when we're ready for floors?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, which is www.floorcoveringsinternational.com, or you can call me on my cell phone at 803-586-4874.
You're the man. You're always reachable. That's leadership right there. Just call the man. He'll get you squared away. Fantastic. Well, hey man, thanks so much for coming on the podcast. Love watching. I watch your business like, all right, I got to figure out what Rob's doing because that's what I need to do to be successful. So it's awesome having you on today, man.
And I appreciate it. Thanks, Wright.
Yes, sir.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Hey everyone, many thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a follow and click the bell to stay up to date on future episodes, or click the link to watch another previous episode. Also, don't forget to like, share, and please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback.